Hello, family. Thank you for coming over to the house tonight. And just kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Party on down to the SK beat. We're kicking, just kicking, just kicking. Okay, you don't come to another episode where we're going to be asking the question of, why you telling my business? Don't be telling my business. Why not? Because a can and a can, a can, and a wheel. Now we're off to... Hello everyone, and thank you for coming to the channel. And hopefully you're having a blessed morning, because that's when I'm taping this video. And we'll probably more than likely be taking some more. And probably quit at 1 p.m. and then I'll pick back up maybe around 4. But I am off, thank the Lord, for all off days for working people. You know what I'm saying? That you get paid for. And you have to use your PTO for. But happy Memorial Day. I think it's Memorial Day, right? I'll be getting Memorial Day, 4th of July, and Labor Day totally mixed up. All right, but that's just how it is. Welcome to the house, okay? Welcome to the house that we call the people's house. And that's over here at Dab Chanel's 4 Days World, where we get down. Got to put all our disclaimers out there because, hey, it is what it is, all right? We're here for commenting, news reporting, teaching. We're not teaching. Let's take that back. We may do a little research on the surface, but not that deep. All right, but we're going to be talking about kandiburruss today and her arch nemesis, Courtney. I think her last name is Rhodes. Forgive me if I'm wrong, or put it down in the chat if I was right, okay? But we're going to be talking about her doing her own speak on it because she has some things to say. And we always like to say what she say. Well, speak on it then. Sure do. Speak on it. Okay. So we're giving her due justice, letting her talk about why she let Courtney take up space in her brain. You know what I'm saying? Like she told Nene, I'm forever embedded in your brain. Oh, Candy, we don't know why Courtney is embedded in your brain and she push you or push your buttons like none other. Cause I'm like, girl, if you had butted that child or what else? What's other word you use? Headbutt. No, you choked that bitch is for Marlo. But, it was just the whole deal, the ideal that you would want to do this to this person. I mean, you're not in high school no more. Now, when you were in high school, it would have been considered an assault. But when I was in high school, we got to fight, unless we had got to fight with a gun or a knife or something, detrimental like that, where you can actually kill somebody. Or you went to the police station. But if you were just like fist fighting and you would pick up anything that you could on a lawn or in a, we call it, on a playground or something like that, that really wasn't considered an assault because you were using your hands and feet and mouth, biting and all that kind of stuff. So you just got suspended, and that was the worst of it. But now, honey, you talking about headbutting somebody or anything now, you going to jail or you going to juvie. They don't be playing no more. I mean, we fought with little items like that to live another day, but when people be coming out with knives and guns, or really just guns, they be serious when they sit there and violate you in some kind of way, and then you may have to do jail time, depending on, if it was just an assault or was it like a homicide. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, we're going to let kandiburruss speak on it on episode 4. And hopefully you're looking at that video that I definitely put out for your viewing pleasure. But we're going to go on. But I just had to stop on, make a little sidebar here. Girl, they were getting on you, saying that was not a Gucci dress you were wearing, And I'm like, why they going to do that to Candy? And, all the time I get on Candy is when I really think she's just, feeling herself, And we don't need to be feeling ourselves. We just need to be showing, profiling, and styling. That's it. But, I think her name is Michelle Brown. She was on her show. She was shading. She was shading, but she wanted other people to play up what she was shading. But yeah, they said, I mean, that's a cute dress. I think that's not a sundress, but it's a knit dress that you can wear. It's very comfortable, probably cotton. I used to wear dresses like that when I was smaller. Now I be looking like Shamu the Whale. I'm like, nope, can't wear that. No, ma'am, no, sir, no, Lord, no, God. No, because I'm gonna be, having this on, we call it, showing its bigness, and then the butt be big back there. I'm like, I look like Humpty Dumpty, child. Like, no, I'll just have to drink a lot more water and fill up that way, because got my muffin top. Then went down to a loaf that, had, my muffin top went to a loaf that, how you open up a cake too soon in the oven and it falls? Girl, it don't tear down. It's looking like a popsicle. Ooh, if you could visualize that, go ahead. I'm not letting you out. You already been out, Jay. Jay, why you gotta bother me when I be taping? Getting on my nerves. Ow. Oh, hold on. Oh, please. Oh, please. Okay. But, Jay, don't go past that other car. Jay. Ugh. He must have been a boo-boo. You get on my nerves. Lord have mercy. This furry friend of mine. This furry grandson of mine, guys. Tell you the truth. I never, and I mean never, ever, ever. He's always under me. But when he's not, I be searching him out. So it is what it is. But yes, we're going to go on and let Candy speak her mind. And we're going to do like a reaction to what Candy is saying on how she feels about this newbie, Courtney Rhodes, coming on her platform, trying to start shit. And she's trying to shake her down. Like, I've been a part of this franchise for almost damn near 14, 15 years. I've been damn if you're going to come up in here and disturb my peace. That's what she said. That's what I was saying in my mind that Candy was thinking. But Candy was over there talking about headbutting somebody. I'm like, girl, you crazy. I ain't headbutting nobody. And I ain't going to let you headbutt nobody. That's why I'm making videos. Sit your ass down, okay? And think about all you got. Because first time you hit that child, Nene Courtney, she going to have everything. You're going to be sitting in DeKalb County Jail or Atlanta jailhouse waiting to get arraigned. And you could kiss all your nice things goodbye. Your children going to have to come visit you in a slammer. It's just going to be a bad situation. So, girl, stop saying these things. Just pay her no mind like you pay Nene no mind. You know what I'm saying? When Nene going at it and this, that, and third. And you were first, when you first came on, you was a little newbie yourself. And you called yourself, get on Nene. Because you were telling Nene to calm it down, because you're talking too loud and this, that, and the third. And look how you did Nene, honey. You ain't said she wanted to headbutt her ass and all this shit. I mean, just because Courtney is near your age group, I'm guessing, and Nene is seasoned. So you're trying to pay respect to Nene, but yet tell her off at the same time. Go figure. I don't get it, Candy. I don't really get it. But hey, it's not for me to get, because everybody have their own perspectives and their opinions and how they want to deal with stuff. So I will lean on to your own understanding that you feel the way you feel about this girl, Courtney. Okay, here we go. A woman. Let's see what's the commercial. The episode. Well, speak on it. I'm a princess, but I keep them on their feet. How'd you feel about the performance? Well, you want me to go back to last week? First of all, no, Candy, we want you to go back into time, okay, baby? Hell yeah, we want you to go back to last week and give your deals on how Candace performed and this, that, and the third. Because the audience, such as myself, we were quite confused, okay? Because we don't know why Drew went up there and played like she was a doo-wop girl, like she was a backup singer, And we know Drew could sing. We know she could sing her ass off. But while she went up there with Candace and Candace gave her this little time and shit. I was trying to look out what the hell Candace was doing when everybody was saying, she's a good performer, she this, she that. I mean, like her. I ain't gonna go into what she had on, okay? And the hair. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna speak on her ability to sing, which to me, Drew Sidora sung better than her. So I don't know, but go on and speak on it, Candy. Let us know what we missed or we weren't privy to see.
Last week I went here. My boy A1 held it down. He wants $1,000 pair of shoes for Christmas. Oh, $1,000 shoes. Can we lift it back up? And I know he had all y'all laughing.
But he ain't have me laughing, Candy, because you know how I feel about you getting Don Juan, who really is, gay. He don't want to come out and say he like P. Diddy, but without P. Diddy money. You know what I'm saying? And A1 is giving me a little suspect. That's all. I'm just going to leave it right there. He's giving me a little suspect. Now, he's animated. I can give him that. He's quite comical at times, but you know how I feel about him speaking on women. Him and Don Juan. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not tasteful. And because they don't be like giving constructive criticism, especially that damn Don Juan, your GM manager. I think you just need to have him in the background and go find you some work to do. You know what I'm saying? Keep you booking busy through the whole time of your career as an entertainer. He just need to keep you booked and busy. We don't need to see him on camera. We don't need to see him getting in women's business. We just don't need to see him, period. How about that? But anyway, that's your guys. Because even Todd don't like him. Todd don't like her, and Mama Joyce be looking at him sideways too. Like, you giving this person that's not even family, biological, a lot of room to move, and then when you die, he gonna be taking all your money. Like you think you're gonna be going this way and that way. He gonna be flew up to the Cayman Islands and have all your money, and your baby's gonna be looking stupid. So she don't like Todd, and she damn sure don't like Don Juan. Okay, but I'm just putting it out there. Cause I'm like Mama Joyce. You need to settle this thing with this estate planning so they can get on your ass however they want to get on your ass, but at least you're here to see their true intentions and their true feelings. So you really need to get that estate planning thing done. And I would have to say it has to be 3 people involved. It has to be Mama Joyce, it has to be Todd, and then Don Juan to preside over my estate when I'm gone. Then we're going to add us another 4th person so we can keep it all kosher. We're going to have a lawyer. A lawyer of your choice. And then they just going to do, well, yeah, forget Mama Joyce, Todd, and Don Juan. Let's let a lawyer do your thing. A lawyer that you trust and things should be worked out amicably. Okay? Because they can't be trusted. Money and people and greed and envy, all of it just don't mix, girl. All of it don't mix. But I tarried too long in the situation because, I was fussing about Don Juan and DJ One. Because, he got Marlo calling her all these, things, these names and stuff. Now, Marlo, she outspeaks and she lies a little here and there. But ain't that what reality TV is built on? Lies, deception, and deceit. I'm just saying, is it not? So her recipe is, it's pretty much on task of what she was hired to do. So she's fulfilling that assignment. And we don't want Slay Assassin to come out, okay? We just want her to be cute for the time being. But she's been fucking up lately as well, okay? She's been messing up well lately, especially on last night episode, okay? Especially on last night episode. But if you haven't watched my video, make sure you go on over there and watch it. Give your girl a click and a view, all right? Sharing would be caring. And if you hadn't subscribed, why the hell you hadn't? Okay, subscribe on Deb Chanel's 40th Word and subscribe on, my friend say speak on it. But yeah, go on over to Candy and do that. But my other channel, Make It Make Sense, with the sense spelled CENTZ. Okay, that was my promotion for the time being. But let's move on.
Somebody called you. Yeah, I'm about to call her right now. Did she pick up the phone?
What up, bro?
D. Drew Sidora.
Been the beat. DGKA1, what's good?
Don't you ever motherfucking let Marlo bad talking, heavy tongue ass get in your face like that.
Well,
You see, that's stirring up trouble in my soul. I just don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Women can't go up in men's faces, okay? decent women, honorable women, you know what I'm saying, and get their correction done and speak like that. We just won't do it. It's not in us, okay? We need a man to be on a man and a woman to be on a woman. You see where I'm going? It's like tag team in, okay? But I didn't like it. I didn't like DJ A1 saying, pitching fights between women, co-signing fights between women. I didn't like that. I'm like, do your thing, A1, but keep it clean in a sense to where you're not dogging out women. Now, if you want to dog out Ralph all day long, do that. Do that because he's a man. It's a man on a man thing, okay? But anyway, let's go ahead.
You can't fight with people that didn't take their medication. But I still had a little bit to say about it too. I almost thought that you guys probably was gonna fall for the BS, and I was mad that I wasn't able to say my side of the story and speak on it. Can we start off with, I'm not in this week's episode. Did you miss me? Worldwide.
Now I got a little chuckle there. I ain't gonna lie. When they was at, shit, I don't know what it was. It was last season, I do know, and they were off in some, trip. I don't know what it was. I ain't trying to tell you what it was. But honey, when Candy was at the table trying to eat, you don't want to mess with Candy when she eating because she getting down, okay? She don't want to be disturbed. She just want to listen to the conversation, nod her head, and keep putting food in their mouth, all right? And that's most of us, can't take that away from her. But girl, when she leaned forward and moved all the way back in her chair, say, bitch, I'm worldwide. Child, that was like a grandma move. Like, let me get this grandchild together, okay? Or let me get this woman together, because she done stepped in an arena that she don't know how deep it go. Okay, I was like, okay, girl, okay, you swimming in the pool, now you swimming in the pool. Somebody finna drown. Yeah, somebody finna drown right about now, because grandma finna pick up the pieces. You know what I'm saying? Woo, after she lay them all down. But girl, that was funny. Kat said, I'm worldwide. And as she was saying that, she was moving backwards. I was like, okay, now the legs finna get up and the hands are gonna start swinging, but we don't want that. Todd, get her, Todd. But let's go on.
Did they hold it down while I wasn't there? I don't know. Even though I wasn't there, I sure got talked about a lot. I noticed Miss Marlo Hampton, the stretch, the reach of where this woman is trying to go with her story this year is crazy to me. Sidebar, I saw you guys online while I was on vacation talking about hashtag fire Marlo. I'm not getting in that now. I don't know why y'all started y'all hashtag. I want y'all to know I ain't had nothing to do with that, but I did get a good laugh. When I saw it, somebody sent it to me. I was like, whoa, what's happening? But I'm so glad that you...
Again, why you getting that laugh, girl? Did they tell you that Gucci dress that you wearing right about now, that's cute to me? I don't care how much it cost. It could have been 50 cents, $200, or even $1,000, girl. It could have been that. But they were saying that Gucci dress wasn't yours. And I got a little chickle caca about that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, okay. Well, you can't blame Candy because she just frugal. She going to have some coin after nobody else got in it. She's still going to be serving up. She got the shits. You know what I'm saying? She cool. She can retire easily at 40 years old. Or well, I think she was past 40, ain't she? But, comparing myself to her, yeah, she could retire right now and she wouldn't miss a beat. See, Candy, what I've known and I've watched Candy for years, to me, it's about the money for her and assessing things to be a little bit more smoother when she do retire, and she wants her funds to be there everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But I think she just cannot stay not busy. You know what I'm saying? Does it kind of make sense to y'all? You know how a person just got it all or whatever? Even saying your family, they got a nice career. They don't putting back money aside. They got this, they got that, and they're happy to a certain degree, but they constantly be taking on more projects, constantly be taking on more work, just to stay busy. And then you notice when nothing's going on and they have nothing to do, they irritating the hell out you because they're trying to be busy and trying to see what you're doing, see how they can make it better for you, and that kind of stuff. So I think Candy got a little OCD thing going on. Maybe she need to check that out. Okay, and then she can spend more time with the correctness of what she's doing and therapy and all that. She can spend some time with her two younger kids. Okay, because right now she ain't seeing the picture. She's building empires for them that we might not even have it, in the future. Shit, you know what I'm saying? We could be dead and gone tomorrow. Jesus could be coming back, in the sky, picking his, his loved ones, bringing them out of this chaos that we're constantly in, this hell on earth, right about now. But things can happen. You know what I'm saying? You can't take just because you're feeling and you're being in a healthy role, everything's going good, and then things just start happening, chaos, your diseases and sickness coming, and it just wipes out your whole account. But let's go back to what Candy was saying.
You guys are seeing through the BS of this story that she got going on. All right. So let's start with Marlo, because it ended last week's episode when she was going off on Drew, and it came into this week's episode, and she went on and had a whole conversation with her sister and her newfound friend Courtney. Let's do it. Amen. Shout out to Candace. Much love to her for her performance on last week's episode. I love the fact that they did cross promote her. You know what I mean? She's doing her music now, and the fact that she was able to show that side of her not only on the Potomac Housewives, but also now on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Candace, to me, she's a really good performer. I enjoyed her show. I thought she did great. Now, with Drew, I think Drew can sing her butt off. Oh, the song is out. Let's drop the link so you guys can start streaming the song with Drew and Candace. As far as Drew's performance, I didn't really think that was performance. I felt like Drew did a couple ad-libs. When she...
The is always over That's why we don't offer a car. We offer the car.
I've always wondered, don't all mascaras kind of do the same job? Spoiler alert,
they gotta get paid.
Don't.
They gotta get paid.
This one gives you link.
She had invited all of us, like she was about to have a major performance. I was expecting way more. Now, obviously, they don't show y'all everything, but she wasn't the only guest star on Candace's show. So if you want to be like, oh, it was Candace's show. Well, no, Q Parker from 112 came on the performance, did a duet with Candace, and did a whole song. I think he sang one of 112 songs or something. I love my boy Q. How come he got to do a full song performance, but Drew only did a couple of woo-woo-woos? I'm gonna love you. A couple of little ad-libs. That's why I was like, wait a minute, Drew, now. Y'all, you don't have...
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed at that, too. I ain't know Q Park or some other acts were on board, and they got to do a full set, and poor Drew didn't get to do but a little, hello, goodbye, see you later, all right, that kind of stuff. So we were kind of like, disappointed, and we don't know why Drew brought us out. But, then again, if you don't get shown on the show, you won't get paid, from what I understand. So, we needed Drew because she had missed out when they first came back for the season, because she was out in Chicago visiting her dad, who's ill. So, yeah, she needed to get that time in. But I don't know, with Ralph being there, would they consider that Drew essence as well, since they were married? So, I don't know. But anyway, let's go a little further, because I didn't really want to hear about Candace or any of that mess. Hold on.
You get to the bag. I feel like you're supposed to show everybody respect and show everybody love, especially when people come to support you. Right? And it's all about respecting each other no matter where we came from. And if she so-called came from the ghetto, like she said, then you should have respect from other people who came from where you came from. And I don't even understand. Like,
Ghetto.
I just don't like that comment. I don't like that comment at all. You're discriminating against a group of people that came from, access to different income levels than other people, right? So are you trying to look down on them?
How does she know where they're from?
That's the other part. Because I was sitting there like, okay.
But Ken, I was kind of a little concerned too myself, because we're all black, but then again, the classes of socialization, you got the poor, you got the middle class, or you got the lower class, the middle class, and the higher echelon people. Now, of course, the waters have gotten a little mercury over the years. We kind of like phasing out the middle class. It's either the poor or the rich. Poor or rich, poor or rich, however you see yourself, however the bank account is rolling. Okay, so, yeah. Okay, go Kenny.
Hey, what are you saying exactly? That's why I told her, I'm like, bitch, I bring everybody out. And then after she started talking about she was from the ghetto, I was like, well, I guess I brought you out too. I brought you out, bitch. Ghetto. Because I'm like, how does that even make sense? You from the ghetto, but you want to talk about, oh, they're from the ghetto. And then, which leads me to this week's episode. What's going on in old lady game?
We'll just really be like, have you watched Good Times, Candy? When the episode was when a black couple daughter was trying to date James Evans and Florida Evans' son, JJ. And, they came trying to look to see where she was because they were picking her up or whatnot. And she was saying she ain't going to no, what do you call it, coming out party, like a debutante type situation. And come to find out, the daughter and her parents actually came from the ghetto, not that one, but another one in Chicago. And they got out. So they took it upon themselves not to look back and not to really tell people where they came from. They just going to go upward and onward, So Florida and James had to really, tell them where they came from. But, Candy, most people that get out the ghetto or facing hard times, they don't want to look back on to where they came unless they're making a point to somebody else, that's thinking they're, more than what they claim to be in that situation. But go on, Candy girl, speak your truth.
Maybe it's a security. Maybe she needs. Maybe it's the culture that she creates. That's the culture I create. I create a winning culture. That's what I create. I create a very supportive culture. I'm at a loss for words because it just annoys me. Like, they annoy me. I am glad that I did not have time to sit on that bus and ride to Alabama with their ass. Candy had a prior commitment to the Ebony Power 100. Because I already know it would have got set off, especially if I would have had to hear about the stupid ass argument that Marlo had with Drew. Somebody was saying it was a fight between Drew and Marlo. She was just very upset with Drew. You weren't even there with me, so what happened with me? Hold on, Marlo, you're talking over me. I can talk over you. Oh, it would have been set off in that little bitty ass space. Basically, if you want to know where I was and what I was doing, I had concerts that weekend. And I was amongst the list of the Ebony Power 100. And the Ebony Power 100 is Ebony Magazine. They come up with this exclusive list of the top 100 people that are at the top of their game in each field, whether it's, music, entertainment, business, all these different areas. And they have, a list of 100. I was super excited about being a part of that, to be celebrated with the other people who were a part of that. So that is where I was. It's not that I did not want to support my friend Kenya. I wanted to support her. I love her. But, that was one of those moments that's not going to happen again. Well, I'm not going to say that I would never make the list again. I'm just saying it's not like it happens every day. So was I there instead of on that bus to Alabama? Yes. Did that make me a bad friend? No. Now, back to Marlo's ass. I feel like this storyline that she's going with is feeling very made up, exaggerated, a stretch, very much so in need of drama with somebody on the show to make herself relevant. Said, hey, let me go for Candy. I feel like anytime you're winning in life, you're doing big things, they always want to tear you down and try to find a way to make the people mad at you. So,
well, that's not true, Karen. Not really, because if you look at the same thing, I think it just irks you more so because Marlo is in your age group. Because I'm like, Marlo looks like Nene's age group to me just because of aesthetics. You know what I'm saying? And how she carries herself. But I'm still trying to figure out why you just on 10 when it comes to Marlo when you really should just be paying her dust. But okay, go ahead.
What is the storyline? Like, what is the thing? Is the storyline that you're not a friend and you didn't check on her? Like, what is the focus?
Okay. Yeah, I was confused about what she was trying to make the story. So at first, when it was brought back to me, because it hasn't been, you haven't seen when they told me about it, but when I first caught wind of it, I was told like she was trying to say that the person who her nephew was worked at Old Lady Gang or something like that, and that is why she was triggered with our conversation when Drew didn't mention, which I was like, wait, what? Because first of all, the person never worked at Old Lady Gang, to be clear. Her nephew did work at Old Lady Gang for a short period of time. During the pandemic, to be clear. Oh, Lord. So, just to be clear, we hired... Okay, I'm trying to... First you said he worked there, and then now you're saying he don't work there, but then you say he's working there. What is it, Ken? Make up my mind. Is he working there, had worked there, or what? Her nephew, November 19, 2019. I did meet him because we have an annual Christmas party for our staff in December. So I did meet him then at the Christmas party. I didn't really see him that much after that because the pandemic started in March, in which we were shut down.
Well, we were in California for Mass Singer. You were gone.
Oh, right. That's the other thing, y'all. I also, right after the Christmas party, I went to LA for a few months. Well, for like 2 months to do the Mass Singer, as you all know. I wasn't even in Atlanta. I wasn't around her nephew. I did not see him. So after that Christmas party, I didn't see him no more. And then when I did get back home, Atlanta was shut down for the pandemic. So from March, and we didn't open back up until mid-May. He did come back and work for us in June. July, he left again. I'm just telling you, those are real dates. You know, I always come with facts and receipts. Did I know her nephew well? No, I did not. When people come to work at a restaurant, I don't really know what's going on in their life. A lot of people that we've employed hundreds, well, maybe 1,000 people through all the different restaurants at this point. Do I know what happens in all of their lives? No, especially during that time. I was trying not to be in the restaurant that much during that time. When somebody starts working with us, I don't know what's going on in their life. But I will tell you, because she also tried to put on this thing. Like last week, I saw how they tried to show a clip. She tried to say, I don't like to show nothing, which is a motherfucking lie. I've been showing my life the entire time I've been on the show, okay? Now, what happened was, because I screenshot it just so you guys know, and I saw she tried to lead you to believe something different with her text, that like I just didn't care, which was not true. Pause the TV if you don't believe, but actually we're going to put the text up for you guys on the screen so you can read it real good for yourself. She said to me, Candy Ams, with the exclamation, Candy Ams, did you have a guy named working for you at Old Lady Gang? This is August 13th, 2020. I said, I can't remember. I will check. She said, please do. I wrote her back, yes, but he doesn't work there anymore. I wasn't dismissing her nephew. I didn't even know it was her nephew when she first said it. I'm just saying, yes, but he doesn't work there anymore. Then she writes back, wow, that was my nephew. He got last night. I said, oh, really? What? With a whole bunch of question marks and exclamations. I was like, how? She said, his mom just said he worked there. And then she writes back, roommate, him twice. I said, damn, I'm sorry to hear that.
You said sorry.
Yeah, I said, damn, I'm sorry to hear that.
They said you didn't say sorry, not even a sorry.
No, she's lying.
What would you have said?
I'm sorry.
I did say I was sorry to hear that, but at the end of the day, he wasn't working for us anymore. I didn't really know him I didn't even really know him by name, to be honest with you. When she said that, I was just like, oh, okay, I'm sorry to hear that. And that was that. A couple of days later, before the funeral, might I add, because I saw they put the funeral thing on the screen. The funeral's on the 20th, but on the 18th, she texts me to ask me to check out, to join her on Cameo, which I don't know, a lot of you may already know. Cameo is an app where, celebrities you can make videos or messages for you, and, people pay for that, right? But basically, we get people to sign up under us, and we get a percentage of that person's fee. So she's texting me, trying to get me to join under her on Cameo. That was her next conversation with me after our last, which was about...
Now, Marlo, were you trying to make money off your nephew's death? You know, because Candy just told us that it's like a pyramid situation where if somebody joins under you, that you get money, you get proceeds. So, were you making us a money run? Were you making us a money run, Marlo? Girl.
Finding out that her
Bad,
so
Marlo,
it's
bad.
like if you text me a couple of days later, it's like, yeah, girl, I want you to join under Cameo under me. Her exact words. I was chatting with the Cameo team and they mentioned they had some requests for you. They were going to reach out, but I've been using Cameo a lot and I love it, so I thought it'd be better coming from me. You can use my code Marlo Hampton to sign up, or I can connect you with the Cameo team if you have questions. So I know that part was probably a copy paste that she sent to everybody. But then she sent me another text to say
She's trying to get commission.
we all have different.
Yeah, Jamie, I think that's what she was trying to do. She's trying to pull the old okie doke, bring one in, you get the money, and you hopefully they'll bring somebody in up under you, and you still get money from that person, that person, that person. Yeah, and the whole thing just keep rolling. But let's continue.
Different callings.
Commercial?
Different challenges. Oh yeah, she wanted to commission. Meant to send the last link, easy lunch money, if you're not already signed up. Okay, that was the next message that she sent to me. After that, we was hanging out at I think that was the same year that Cynthia got married, so she sent me something else about Cynthia's wedding. But either way, my point is, she's acting this year in 2023 like she was so distraught and so upset with me about me not sending flowers to her. When me and her have been talking, chit-chatting up, doing all kind of things since we had the conversation about losing her nephew.
So is she mad about, because that's where I'm like, what is she mad about? Because she said she was mad because you didn't care from the text.
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't even know nothing. Even when they showed the clip of her telling me about it, when they said footage that had never been shown, even in that, she never mentioned anything about the people working at Old Lady Gang or she never mentioned anything about him meeting somebody at Old Lady Gang and then they having something to do with his. Because that is not true. The person who killed him, I went researching. I done pulled it up. I had Don Juan to pull it up because I was like, why is she telling this story now? And she's never told me this story before. I've never heard anything about her saying.
Now, see, that's Don Juan's role. Go pull up stuff so I can use it as evidence. Because we all know Candy come with the receipts. She pick them up and lay them down. Yeah, honey. But that's what we need. Just like Jamie's off camera, we need Don Juan to be off camera. He just need to go do what you ask him to do and do it well and bring it back so you can defend your honor. Then see, that's why I mess with Jamie. Because Jamie be adding to the conversation that was left out on the other person's side. You know what I'm saying? She'd be making that sandwich already scrumptious before we even get it to taste it. So I think you really should have Jamie at the same level you got Don Juan. Okay, I'm just saying. But moving on.
Anything about that person being somebody that he met at Old Lady Gang. Because she didn't say it. They showed the clip. Now all of a sudden, years later, she's making it seem like the person who, I hate to say that, but yes, the person that, she's trying to attach that person to me some kind of way. And I thought that was very foul of her. Like, I thought that was like, first of all, y'all, we all know we trying to do our businesses and be successful in our own right outside of this show. So, we all, when you hate on each other's businesses, we know that really gets under each other's skin or whatever. But if you're going to hate on my business, can it be about some legit stuff? Like, don't go making up something. Don't go making up that the person that worked at my restaurant was your nephew. Don't do that. Don't do that. Like, that's not cool. You never said that to me years ago when you tried to, when you claiming that you told me about the story. All of a sudden, and mind you, the stuff that happened with my cousin Melvin, that happened at Blaze. That was not an Old Lady Gang. So I don't even know how Old Lady Gang keep coming up in this conversation.
He was working for Old Lady Gang. What's going on at Old Lady Gang?
She is really trying to force a new storyline. Y'all done seen her.
You give away a child.
Don't start going back to your.
Okay, guys, it had ran a little longer than I had anticipated, so I had to add some more images to this video. But we're going to pick up where we left off. Go ahead, Candy.
No, you was raised better. 2 to 3 more seasons since her nephew passed away. Y'all ain't never heard her mention this.
Even if we're not as close, we damn sure enough should be to where I can tell you how the hell I feel.
Katya from Raleigh, North Carolina said, Marlo, you said Candy doesn't do anything for her community. But what do you do for your community?
So with Candy, we're going to bump heads because she's used to a lot of, ass kissing. And that's not me. I'm going to be an amazing friend, but I'm going...
Well, I don't think Candy ass kiss. You know what I'm saying? I just think her and Todd sit down and have think tanks or what and where they can get Bravo to put more money in their pockets. I mean, they're strategically businessmen and women. You say a man and a woman doing business, okay? They just operate that way. But I don't really think she'll kiss ass. She just be above the game. You know what I'm saying? She just want to stay afloat because she know her time at Bravo. It's going to come to an end. Hell, Lisa Vanderpump, they got rid of some more white women that were doing real well. And some just walked away like Bethany. You know, they pay them obscene amount of money to be seen on the show. So Candy just trying to get whatever she can get. Because personally, I really do feel if we bought Phaedra back and we bought Nene back, we'll have a show. Just on the we call it the fussing side. But yeah, I know that ain't gonna happen. So we just have to keep wishing. Okay, going on back.
And to tell you how I feel.
But now all of a sudden, she wants to say she's so triggered.
Where is it coming from? I'm confused.
And it's because I'm so just horribly unthoughtful and didn't get her and her family flowers.
I'm confused.
That's why I was like, are you kidding me?
First it was you acted like you didn't care when she told you. Then it's the flowers. Then it's
Yeah, she's making it about the flowers now because then after... when she found out that the person didn't actually work at Old Lady Gang, she couldn't use that story anymore. So it was like all of a sudden, now I got to make it about she didn't get us flowers. Oh, she's so horrible. She's so thoughtless.
We'll have to go past that because that was some music. Yeah, hold on.
Because she ain't...
Commercial.
Ain't even mentioned it in the last 3 years until now.
Well, she had the scene where she wanted to film with you and her mom was just so happy to meet kandiburruss.
Hey, baby, come over here. Pleased to meet you, sweetheart.
How you doing?
Come on, give me a hug. I'm glad to meet you.
But the family hated you because you didn't send flowers, you didn't go to the funeral, but the mom...
I never got from the family that anybody hated me. Nobody made it seem like to me they had a problem with me.
Oh, I've been with the man for 4 years. What does he do for you? He ain't bought your house? Does he have a job? Hey, baby, come over here. Pleased to meet you. No.
You all right?
Yes, I'm all right. I'm good. I wanted this to be a happy moment, Candy meeting my mom.
Mom was super nice to me when I met her, so I don't even understand. It's like now you're causing a beef between me and your family. It's like, wait, what? Like, you make no sense, lady. I hope your family see through you and see you for you, who you really are. I really hope they see what you're doing. What you are doing is using your family's trauma to make a moment for television.
You forgot to tell me, Mom.
She likes to use
what? That need to be...
Well, yeah, but that, that's an ongoing thing. He's actually... they're actually living with her, so I guess, they would be a part of her story, but... in this situation, like, why would you go open up the wounds of your family about a death in the family from 3 years ago? I'm like, lady, I'm already dealing with a traumatic experience that happened to my family member who worked at the restaurant. My cousin, he worked at Blaze. It wasn't at LLG, but I'm already dealing with that. You don't went from that to try to put a whole on my life. Like, girl, leave me alone. Like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Get away from me with this. That's how I feel. Oh, that's the other thing. Can somebody explain to me why she's sitting on there talking about I was supposed to help her get a permit? It's my fault now. that Marlo can't get her record expunged?
Candy, who says she's worldwide and she helps the world.
Why is she?
You've never helped me get my charges expunged.
The audacity of this woman to go around and say, I never tried to help her. Is ridiculous to me. Like, I've actually helped this woman or tried to help her get to the real bag. Like, I literally have helped her get her on the show, but she fucked up. Not me. Shit, you should have used that money from that show that you would have had if you would have done it for a lawyer, especially if you saying I never helped you. Girl, I helped you when nobody was even checking for you, when you got put off the show. But girl, I was for you when it counted.
So why do you think you had everything in her life, present and in the past? Like, it's kind of like, I want to say she would blame you for foster care if she could.
Why is everything my fault? I don't know. I'm confused, y'all. What?
Well, I'm going to unconfuse you, Candy. And I'm surprised Jamie hadn't said anything. You are liquid gold to her. If she can continue to have a beef with you, if she can continue to make your blood boil, if she can continue to get a reaction from you, then that's what she's going to do. That's her claim to fame of being on the show, is to attack you at all times, at all costs. No measure should be, unlooked at or looked at for her to come in and attack you. So see, that's what it's all about, Candy. If you haven't really figured it out, it's not about her liking you or disliking you. It's how much bullshit she can start with you, baby. Okay, maybe you're too close to the situation to even just look at it for what it's worth, but yeah. Okay. Continue.
Why is everything my fault all of a sudden? I mean, half the time that Marlo's been on this show, she used to talk crap and talk crazy to everybody about me, even though coming into this, she knew me before all of them. I mean, I did know her before, but honestly, I did not know her to be like that. She came on this show from the time she started way back, however many seasons ago, against me. But yet, in this day and age, she's acting like I'm supposed to have fixed and made everything right in her life. Not at this big age. I am so confused. Like, I guess I'm the mayor for real, the way they was on there talking about it. I'm supposed to help her get her record expunged. I was supposed to help her I don't deal with that type of stuff. Like, I don't know how to help you get your record expunged. That, I don't know. Like, you got some history on your record. And you got multiple charges. Like, not just one thing. So, like, can you even expunge all that? Like, that girl got so many mug shots. That girl got more mug shots than I got restaurants. She got more mug shots than I got. Well, I don't know about businesses. Because I got a lot of business. I don't know. She got a lot of mug shots, too. That's just, like, what? She's never even mentioned to me expunging a record. Now, to be clear, I am one of those people who try to help you figure some stuff out. But she ain't even brought that up to me before, so I don't even know how I was supposed to think to go get her record expunged. Why would I think to get her record expunged? Like, why would I? What that got to do with me?
I remember Todd said, I think on Speak On It last year, that she called him and she needed help. You guys were trying to find something for her. And that's when you guys were coming up with the show.
Yes, when she's asked me for help.
I also need help with my record, my life,
Yeah. No, she's never told me that before. This is new to me.
But, Candy, Marlo was looking at money. In the show, you and Todd were trying to create where she would be the center of attention. They weren't paying her that kind of money. You see what I'm saying? So Marlo is not like a Rashida. Marlo is not like a Nene where they can be given a show and they can show up and show out. And Nene, that's a little bit stretched. If you give Nene an unscripted show, let's just put it like that, then she can show up and show out. But if you give her a scripted show where she had to remember lines and this, that, and the third, no, it'll be a total washout. And I won't say she couldn't have did it when she was younger, but when you get to be 55 and up, it gets to be a little challenging. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do certain stuff. You don't want to take the time, the initiative. You just want everything to be smooth as gravy. But that's just my opinion. Going back.
Now that you said that, how many people on this cast is that will do anything, say anything?
I think it's just really Marlo. I think she's like the one that was just because she wanted it so bad.
You think that's what it, so you think that she's doing anything or saying anything just because she wants to be here?
Well, that's how she came in. She came in just saying anything.
You don't think that's her personality? You think that's part of her being a part of the show?
You wear Target, sweetheart. I wear designer every day. My toothbrush is designer.
See, Todd get it. Todd get it. He got it way back then. So, Ken, I don't know. I don't know, girl, what's going over your head. I just don't know. But anyway, let's move on.
Come on, man. If that was her personality, you would have heard about her in the streets doing that beforehand. There's some natural haters on your show, and they got to naturally hate you.
Oh.
No, they're not. I'm just saying it is what it is, man.
It's a lot of stuff that's coming out her mouth that is new to me. I don't like her, what she's doing right now. I don't like it at all. Like, I think this is so crazy for her to try to make a story out of this. And then that whole thing with her yelling at Drew anyway. Like, if you wanted to go that hard and if you felt that strongly about it, why you didn't go hard on me? She sat there, and our conversation back and forth was longer than that too last week. When she was trying to be like, oh, so you're not going to talk about the thing? And I was like, oh, we can talk about it, but let's talk about you cutting that lady in her face first. Because on some real stuff, I feel like she's been on this show all this time, and we have yet to really get to the nitty gritty of her really explaining who she is, right? Who she is. We know she's had charges, but she's never really, really gone into detail. It's always very surface, and she floats over it. And they let her float over it last week, too. Because as soon as I said it to her, she tried to y'all always want to bring up blah, blah, blah.
Everyone loves to bring up things with my past. My mugshot.
Turn around. Yeah, bitch.
But see, Candy, that's your ace in the hole. This is an unscripted show. So you should have brought up that cut in the face every chance you got a chance to do it. Now, that would have been the kickback, girl. That would have been the kickback because a lot of us don't know what happened that time. And we want to know. Okay?
If you want to bring up some bullshit to me, then I'm going to start bringing up bullshit to you. My whole thing, and normally I wouldn't do people like that, especially bring up real hurtful trauma situations.
But is it hurtful to her? We don't know. She's never talked about it. We don't know if she's hurt by it.
I went into last season like, I'm going to give them the same energy they've been giving me. And I feel like every time there's a moment that they feel that they can make into a moment at my expense, they do it. So I was giving her a taste of her own medicine. Girl, I'm going to do a you on you. And yeah, you see they cut that conversation real short because they never really allow us to go into her charges, the realty. They never allow us to do that. And I'm like, okay.
But by her knowing this, why? I mean, nothing makes sense to why, but she knows she's dodging in her scene. She knows she's never shown her life. And she's like, oh, I know. They always want to bring this up. But you're in current day in interviews saying you don't even show your life as Candy. But we don't know Marlo.
No, we don't know Marlo. Y'all have gotten to know everybody. Y'all know my cousins, my aunties. Y'all know my mama, my daddy. Y'all got all kind of stuff. They done pulled up people from my past. They done did it all to me, so I don't even understand what they be talking about when they try to say Candy doesn't show anything. Like, girl, gone. You need to find someone other than me to play with. That's what you need to do, because it's gonna get worse. Like, the more you come playing with me, with your BS, the more I'm gonna come at you, and that's just the way I roll. You try me, then yeah. You gonna get what you asked for. That's just the way it works. I mean, Courtney, I'll let you know now. You might want to stop.
Sounds like there's some empathy missing there.
You might want to stop, because I really went in on her at that little luncheon, and they didn't show it all. I did call the people. I'm like, now how come y'all cut back all the stuff that I was saying, to Courtney at the Drew and Candace event? They showed y'all like a little bit of it, but they said because I guess she's not one of the main peach holders. They didn't want to go too much into that. Yeah, I'm like, I don't care if these women are peach holders or not. let me tell y'all something. If they peach holders or not, they can still get it. If you on this show coming for me, you can get it. Meaning, get the business. I don't mean get it in a nice way. You can catch the business if you want to come at me with that BS. Now,
This rental car is so boring to drive.
Let's be honest, the rent-a-car industry.
now she over here talking about she Olivia Pope.
I can be a real-life Olivia Pope.
More like Olivia Nope.
Maybe it's a security. Maybe she needs
Maybe it's the culture that she creates.
Yeah, because I didn't like that comment. I didn't like that. I think everybody around the world should know that in the last few years, there have been a lot of violence. It's been a rise in violent acts and criminal activities, especially during that quarantine time. Things are just now, things that seem like Atlanta is getting a little bit better right now. But during those years of when we was really having drama, like the real criminal stuff making the city go crazy, that was not just happening in Atlanta. It was happening all over the world. And it wasn't just happening at our restaurant. It was happening all over. Okay? So you can't just say, oh, Candy is making this happen. It's nothing that I'm doing. Now, what I will say is I definitely believe in providing jobs to all.
As a crisis manager, everyone deserves a fresh start.
You know what I mean? And that's something that I do because our community needs jobs.
And if there's anything I can do, I certainly will.
If we supposed to not ever be around anybody and not work with people who have a criminal history in their background, then Marlo wouldn't be here.
Everyone deserves a fresh start.
Yeah, so I just, they done annoyed the shit out of me. Anyway, let me move on along, honey. I've been giving them way too much of my time because I already know the other stuff is going to be coming up in the coming weeks, and I'll be ready to let her ass have it again. This trip, these ladies, it started off good, it seemed like. But then, obviously, it goes left.
That's not the trip. But it was something that triggered you, right?
Any trip that the group takes always goes left. So, they were all, it's just not, what? I had to say something. Why are these old ladies over here acting like they ain't never licked a little booty before?
She was like, well, it was all good when I was eating your booty.
I was just sitting there they were like, oh my God, Kenya.
I've never eaten a booty.
You ate booty before?
Have you eaten booty? If my husband were to toot his ass in my face.
These fake, classy bitches, I told y'all I do not like them.
I don't even know what you do down there. Like, Kenya, what did you do when you did it?
I don't like that. I don't like when they get on this show trying to pretend they ain't never did nothing, never done nothing.
My whole mind, but I ain't no booty.
Then as soon as the camera go off, they'll be, oh, and I like doing this. I like, oh my gosh, if you could have heard some of the stuff. We'll get there later. But I just but now it said, oh my God, has she licked booty before?
Right there. Kenya, you've done it before.
Chime in below.
Well, Candy, I can say that's not on my bucket list. I never lick booty. Now you talking about like the cheeks and stuff. Yeah, you put stuff on like syrup and chocolate and stuff of that nature. And you might lick the microphone here and there, but going back in the anus area, I don't care if it's clean. I don't care if they what do you call it? Male or female now use a laxative and got everything out. No ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am. That to me, that's almost like having sex with an animal, having sex with a pig or something like that. That's just gross as hell. Okay, no, you can lick the armpits, especially we talking about somebody freshly clean. They got out the shower, they just got out the tub. You know what I'm saying? They just like you smell soap additives and everything. Everything is fresh and clean. Okay, when we're talking about licking on the body itself, but licking the ass, no ma'am. No ma'am. And stop calling these people ancient and all that stuff. That stuff you get into, Candy. You got into it, she says, allegedly in her early 20s when she was out there trying, experimenting, whatever it is, it is that they got down and did. But Candy, no, it's not appealing to some people, okay, for one, all right? And just because because that's my age group you're talking about, Sharadum, that's 55. I have never desired to eat or lick or tickle anybody's anus, okay? Now we're talking about the clappers, the cheeks that you can rub on, hold on to. That's different. But no, ma'am, no. You're not going to make me feel guilty. You're not going to make me feel like that's something I missed out on. Because no, ma'am. No, Candy. But moving on.
Oh, if you licked a little booty before, if you tossed a salad or two. I didn't even know that was popular back then, can y'all? Okay. That would explain why y'all don't keep no men around. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
No, ma'am. Perfect example. The girl named Delicious that you used to run with, and did your dungeon tour with, and that's Flavor Flav's girl that did he not? I think he decided to be with. I think so, and yeah, she can do a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? But no, Candy, no.
I would say that's not even a big deal. You be down there sucking on the balls and licking on the balls. I'm sure you done licked around there before. I see they over there trying to kick down doors at the hotel.
No, I never licked the balls either. I played with the balls, but I never wanted to lick the testicles. No, never did. No, no. And that doesn't make me a bad person. That don't make me not a fun person to be around in bed, okay? Because we can definitely know that Delicious, your friend that you was running around with, she did all that shit and then some to her man. And I don't know if he divorced her or she divorced him. I think it was I can't even go into it. I ain't gonna lie because I don't remember. But yeah, you could do everything you want to a man and a woman that's delicious in bed, and you thought you put that shit down on them, they're gonna always be with you. No, not necessarily. Okay, they can still walk off and leave your ass, be it the male or be it the female. So I don't care how many techniques you try it. I don't care if you're the best husband or the best wife. When a person want to go or cheat, they're gonna do it. Point, period, and blank. So don't blame, you ain't getting sexy enough for them in bed. Because that's just the whole water. But moving on.
Then old Kenya got hot.
Take out my goddamn door! Summer! What's wrong with you? Nothing, Summer! Summer!
Right? She came to the door, guns blazing.
Yeah, I'm like, come on now, Kenya. Come on, Kenya. Why is Brookie with you anyway? Okay? Brookie don't have to travel with you everywhere. You have some good family members that can watch her while she's out. I mean, you're paying somebody to travel with you to watch your kid, and you don't really have that much time for them, but pretty much coming back, putting them in the bed, or saying goodbye to them when you have to go earlier that morning. Girl, she could have stayed, okay? And then you want to say her daddy is this, that, and the third, and her daddy loves her and all this stuff. Well, why hell he ain't watching her? That's my point. Why he ain't watching her? Okay? She should be able to take off for a whole month and be with him. But you saying he's still this good man, you don't ever want to talk bad about her dad, and that's cool. Don't talk bad about him when she ain't around. But when she ain't around. But when you have the opportunity when she's not around, you should be digging in his ass every chance you get. You know what I'm saying? And I mean that in a forceful way. Not sexual, but forceful, because that's some bullshit. You don't have to be with this man or this baby all the time. You're talking about, I want her to get to know her dad. This is a pivotal time that she needs to be around her daddy, because you start harnessing feelings or not good feelings when you're around your parents. You know what I'm saying? So she knows you like, the back of her hand. She needs to get to know her dad. And if her dad don't want to be there with her or whatever, then you need to lessen your time around. He needs to lessen his time around legally with her. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got. I ain't got no more. But let's continue to listen.
It sound like, I can't wait to see next week.
I'm busy and having a hard time breathing.
Oh, it's sidebar. While I was out of town having my good old vacation,
But before we make that sidebar that she's enjoying her good old vacation, I was like, first of all, and it's just me, maybe it's just me, okay? But I was looking further into the situation that Kenya was trying to manipulate the situation, Now, how about I don't believe Kenya is going to perform at that HBUC college performance with Magic City, whatever, because she did not prepare her dance. She had told them she wanted to dance with them. They wanted her to come dance with them. And we know when she was at BravoCon, she called herself doing something, and it was just an epic flop, okay? And I was like, if I could have been there, would I like sit your ass down? No, you ain't going out there because you ain't rehearsed, and you're going to end up making a bigger fool out yourself than normal. But I really believe that Kenya kind of made up this situation. You know what I'm saying? Unless they can prove otherwise. That she was just really dizzy and they could find something legitly wrong with her. Kenya just faked that shit. Yes, she did. Faked it because she knew she wasn't ready to perform and she didn't want to be embarrassed. Now, that's what I got to say. I'm going to stand to it unless somebody come prove me, showing me footage, okay? But let's move back on.
I wasn't even on the gram at first, but then I went on the gram and I saw I was tagged on some BS. Somebody had DM'd me a Marlo interview. And everybody in my crew was like, "We didn't want you to see that. We didn't tell you about it." I was like, "Why?" Okay. Well, at least she said that she ain't never seen that from me. But talking about, I worn fake labels. Please stop. First of all, I do not wear fake labels. You were barking up the wrong tree with that. Come with something else to say about me. That was stupid.
Well, we got 5 minutes left.
To say what?
Well, I mean, A1 said enough about how Todd is a stand-up guy, but, is there anything good to see in the future with you and Mama Joyce?
Well, first of all, Todd is amazing. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. We just got here at the hotel. I got Toby and Christina in my background. I'm excited. This is my first time ever coming to Turks and Caicos.
All right, babe, cut. I need to do.
Oh, goodness. He said I got to cut. And that's my boo. I love him so much. He gave me the trip of life. It was awesome. This time of the filming of the show, it was really tough, with our family, because every time we have drama on the show, it ends up spilling over into real life. So, yeah, when my mama said the stuff about at BravoCon last week that they showed, happened last November. It really did put like a little wedge between us for a while, where the communication wasn't that good. We wasn't really around each other. I'm talking about what was on off and on filming or whatever. And we're just now getting to a good place again in the last month. I mean, my mother and I got a little bit better earlier this year, a couple of months ago, but Todd and my mom really just started talking again probably a month and a half ago, maybe, I don't know, something like that. Not that long, you know what I mean? They're back to being nice to each other again and communicating, but for a while, for some months, it was like they were separated, like one came around, the other wouldn't,
What did you do for Christmas?
When my mom was there, when she came by, did she come by that time? Or was it Thanksgiving? I don't know. One of them, when she came, he left. Yeah, she did come by. And he just left. As soon as she pulled up, he was gone. He went to we got a house and a guest house. So he made sure he went to the other house. He wasn't trying to be around. So that's what I mean. It really makes a real...
Well, I'm like this, okay? Mama gonna be mama. Husband gonna be husband. You could divorce your husband or your wife, but you cannot divorce your family. You see what I'm saying? So, you better play that role, girl. You better play that role. Like, I would tell my mom, okay, if y'all gonna fight, then I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying? Because I love you both. And if y'all don't want to respect me, or how I feel that it hurts me that y'all both go into each other, that's something you two gonna have to work out. Because I love my mama and I love my husband, but y'all not gonna make me keep feeling like I need to be in the middle of you all, okay? Because I'm gonna do what I want to do when it comes with my money and my time for my mama. I'm gonna do what I want to do when it comes to my husband You know what I'm saying? So that's how you would leave it and let them work it out. Because we ain't working out shit. I love both of y'all. Y'all got the problem. Y'all will deal with each other. Because, no. Because technically, honestly, I really felt that if Miss Sharon was still left on this earth, Todd and Candy would not be married. They would not be married. They wouldn't. Because when, family members, especially mom and dads, get in your ear, you start to imagine things with your partner that really wasn't there. You see what I'm saying? It's that added knife in the back type situation. And then y'all end up getting divorced. So in a sense, I guess it was kind of good that Todd's mama's not here on this earth, because I just really feel how they was going when she was here. Honey, Mama Sharon would ride for Todd hard, just like Mama Joyce ride for Candy. So that was just my opinion, but we'll move on.
Drama or turmoil in the family when stuff like this happens on the show, or at BravoCon or whatever. It's always a mess. And you know what? I'm assuming my mama didn't really like watching it back the other day, because ever since when I got back home the other day, she didn't have a lot of conversation for me. She was just like, "Hey, okay,
that's
yeah,
what I was wondering.
bye."
How's everybody? How's the girls? Because now that it's reliving.
Well, I don't know if the girls even watch like that. Todd, he definitely don't. But I think my mom must have, because she was acting weird. But we had made a pact that we was not going to fall out again when this show aired. So I'm hoping that's not why she was acting funny the last couple of days. But we'll see. Because I don't really want to rehash the same mess over and over again. But yeah, so y'all, I am living my best life outside of the drama with these girls. Sidebar, Kenya and Mayetta came on my birthday trip, and it was lit. We had so much fun. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Candy. The only reason why, and this is my perspective, is because the guy that Mayetta was trying to introduce Kenya to owned that restaurant in Turks and Caicos. Okay, so it's like free publicity for him all the way around. Kenya can use him as a storyline, because like I said in my last video, Kenya like black men. She's like black men. I'm just gonna put it out there. She can date, be around other cultures, other religions with men she's meeting. But that girl, she like black men. Okay, not girl, but woman. She likes black men. But moving on.
Yeah, and AK. Well, we call her AK, but her name is Akila. She's, they showed her in episode 2. She was there as well. But yeah, they really made my trip. They were a part of making my trip special. So.
But what made it more special if I would have saw, what's her name? Tiny there. Tiny. I wanted to see Tiny there. Tiny. But anyway.
Yeah, man. We building moments outside of these cameras. I don't know what them other ones doing. We got real stuff. They over there, they seeing what they can make up. They up here, ooh, let me bring up something from 4 years ago. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. Please make sure you're following all of my YouTube pages. Oh, we got some special speak on is coming. Yeah, I'm looking forward to you guys seeing that. I mean, Tamika Scott, y'all been asking for it. We got some more people lined up too, so make sure you keep tuned in. Stay tuned in to speak on it, because we got some good stuff ahead. And if you are not subscribed, subscribe. All right, thank you for watching. Speak on it. Well, speak on it.
And that's what I did, Candy. With your help, I spoke on it. But yeah, that was a good little piece, reaction type video. I'm going to start trying to do, because it will continue to be very interesting with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like I said, these women are making bank at Bravo. Don't nobody pay good like Bravo, especially when they first started, child. Yeah, and then it kept getting heated with Nene and her theatrical moments and stuff like that. So yeah, I think Nene regrets it hand over fist that she did it the way she did do it. Because I think what she was saying was legitly there, but she just handled it totally wrong. But Nene hates to admit when she's wrong as well. So that's more so her defeat of type attitude or defeative type situation she finds herself in when she just runs off the handle and make accusations and make remarks that are definitely going to be felt years from now. You know what I'm saying? So, because I think they redid their contracts, negotiations, and things were put in their contract they couldn't do, say, or be a part of because of this Nene situation. So, yeah, it's a situation that they need to take and understand what they're getting into when they get into these reality shows. But yeah, it was a mess that Nene couldn't come back or won't be coming back because nobody's gonna hire her. With her track record and what she said and what she tried to do, take down a network, please. But anyway, that was good. Hopefully y'all enjoy the video and the comments from Candy, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.